Hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going? So good to see everybody today. Happy Sunday. Kyle, how are you? I'm surprised you're not out in the dunes right now, hanging out in the sun. It's awesome weather here in Chicago today. So, welcome to Beach Balanced Life, and this is Sunday Improv Intuitive Reading Tarot for the collective consciousness for the week of Sunday. Actually, we'll go Monday, April 20th through the 26th. And so these are going to be the upcoming messages for this week. And first, I'm doing great, Kyle. Thank you so much. I'm totally high vibing right now. I'm high on peppermint oil, so it's awesome. But yeah, so how this format's going to be on Sundays, and as of right now, they're live. Who knows how this is all going to unfold with quarantine and all of that groovy stuff. But as of right now, just wanted to check in with everybody and get an energy check. How you doing? What's going on? Is it a good weekend? Are we all feeling good? And so what we'll do is I'll get started with a weekly collective consciousness reading, and then I will do a reading for each of the star signs. And then also I have my pendulum today. So I'll be doing yes and no questions at the end of each little mini reading. That'll give you the opportunity to ask a yes or no question, and you'll intuitively know what to ask, and then you'll get the answers. So we'll get started. We're going to start with the Beach Balanced Life cards. Whoop-de-doo. And so for the collective consciousness for this coming week, what do we need to know or focus on? I'm hoping that a card will jump out. If not, then I'll just cut the deck. Oh, there we go. Upwind. All right, so things are definitely picking up momentum. When you are going upwind, when you're sailing, that is when you're gaining more speed. You're more precise on, pulling in the lines and making sure the sails are full, and you're on your point. Okay, so we are definitely on the right path, so that's good. I definitely do feel a shift already, and I don't know if it's just because I've already accepted where I am and where we all are in this quarantine process. But it's really, I think it's a blessing in disguise, because I'm seeing a lot of my friends and a lot of people break out and do creative endeavors that they would have never had the time to do because there are zero distractions. So, and I didn't know I was going to start going live on YouTube and producing 2 shows a week. I don't even know where that came from, but here I am. And actually, no, I do want to give credit to someone in the chat room, Kyle. You gave me this suggestion to do weekly readings, and thank you. It literally just takes one person to really just bring the message home. So thanks. Okay, so the challenge card this week is a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so this is in the full moon of Aries. So if anyone knows anything about Aries, Aries is a fire sign, and so it's with going upwind and then gaining momentum. Something's going to happen this week, okay? I don't know what it is. I can't predict what it is. I can just read the energies. And so our advice card to get through this challenge of the fiery climax approaching and heading upwind, gaining momentum. Let's see what the advice is for the collective consciousness this week. All right, we have third eye chakra. So we intuitively know what this is. Either we're working on projects or we're working on bettering ourselves, relationships, our family units, whatever it may be. We intuitively know in our third eye, we can see exactly what it is that this approach is happening. So I think that even for me personally, I'm seeing a lot of more success in confidence building and doing these YouTube videos. And it's carrying over into other areas of my life. And it's just amazing how, we have all these tragedies happening and it can tear your confidence down. But at the same time, you always have your internal source and your third eye to guide you to build your own confidence back up and listen to your intuition and keep following your path and keep moving forward. So for the collective consciousness, anyone can just ask a question to themselves. If you want to ask a question in the chat room, whatever it is, this is yes and no. So the yes and no question for the collective consciousness. Okay, the answer is a yes. Whatever it is, you got this. Woo! That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so we're going to go into the star signs. Let's see if there's anyone else in here. We have a couple people. People want to chime in on the chat room and say hello to Kyle and myself. That would be great. Let's see. And we'll go ahead. And I have my, instead of going down the star signs just like in order, I thought I'd mix it up to keep it fun and interesting. So I'll pick a card from my zodiac cards to see which one we're actually going to go with first. So we're going to start with Libra. Do we have any Libras in the house? Woo! Libra, balancing out the scales. Let's see what advice you need for this week, what the reading is. And we'll start with my Beach Balance Life cards. Let's see, Libra, Libra. Always like to keep things diplomatic. Okay. The 10 to 15 knots. So in sailing, this is the perfect time, the perfect wind when you want to have a nice, easy breezy sail and you have some wind, you can gain momentum, you have speed. It's not full force and it's not super slow. So it's just right there in that sweet spot in the middle. So I feel like that's where you are right now this week. So let's see what your challenge is this week, Libra. Okay, believe in the impossible. So I feel like you're in a middle ground right now where you're not sure if whatever you're striving for is going to happen. And I think you have maybe been stuck in this area of not moving too forward too quickly and it not, completely falling off the radar. So you still have this passion ignited. And I think that to pick up the speed is you need to believe in the impossible, believe in yourself. And so I would do this by manifesting with journaling and meditating, getting outside. I was outside today for 2 hours and it was amazing. I literally was walking and I felt the sunshine and the fresh air. I walked by a tree. I know this is kind of funny, but I walked by a tree and I touched it. I literally just went boop to say hello and I felt this surge of energy and like all of a sudden I just felt really just elated and light. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. So it kept coming. All these ideas started flooding. I had to write them down of all these ideas coming up of things I wanted to create. So, and I was in a space before I went outside to feel if, I just kind of felt stuck. So just by changing your environment, that's what I'm getting. So your advice card this week, Libra, is accelerated motion. Okay. So that's totally perfect with what we're saying. So things are going to move forward. You just need to believe in the impossible. Okay. And you're going to move forward with this. Whatever endeavor it is that you're looking at, you got this. All right? Okay. I will do a yes/no question for Libra. So go ahead and ask your question, whatever it may be, and how it resonates with you. Make sure you comment and below. Subscribe to my channel and love to see you guys. So here we go. Here's for Libra. Actually, wait, hold on. It was a dead no. It's literally was like no, boom, no questions asked. So whatever it is, whatever's holding you back, get rid of it. If it's negative energy or if it's someone not believing in your project or saying you could never do this, you have the power to believe it yourself. Okay? All right. Okay, let's see. We have Aries. Whoop, whoop. I happen to be in Aries. I love Aries. Love me my Aries. So let's see what's going on for all the Aries this week. All right. Okay. So, my favorite card, the Summer Maker card. This card is the perfect night on the beach, on the water, when you're sailing, and it's just like the perfect temperature. You've got the best cocktail in your hand. You have the best company. You're just really feeling like warm and fuzzy all over. I love this. It's so weird. Something else reminded me of the Summer Maker today. I do have the citrine crystal sitting on that pile, and the citrine crystal is really great for prosperity and bringing in really good luck and new endeavors. So it's just interesting how this is yellowish, and the Summer Maker card is yellow. I like to connect the dots. All right, let's see what the challenge is this week for Aries. What do we have? All right. Show the world the real you. Was I not just saying how this quarantine process is giving me the avenue to show the world the real me? I'm so amazed. So definitely step out there, whatever you're doing. Step out on stage, show people who you really are, and what you have to give, Aries, because I mean, you have a lot of warmth and fire energy to share. And then the advice card is obstacles and challenges. So I feel like there's been a lot of obstacle and challenge to show the world the real you and to get that Summer Maker feeling that you're going for. So keep moving forward and believe. That's the advice for you, Aries. So Aries, pick a yes or no, and we'll go with the pendulum and see how this. All right. The answer is yes. Whatever you're asking, Aries. Woo! Wish upon a star. Okay. Moving on. Kyle, are you having fun? You're the only one in the chat. Okay. We're going to move on to Leo. A lot of fire in the house today. Okay, Leos. Let's see what's going on for you the week of April 20th. Success. Woo! Whatever you're working on, you're feeling very successful and in your own power right now. That is such a great feeling, Leo. And it's so funny, at the top of the pile is also the Leo card. So stepping out on stage, similar to the Aries, showing the world the real you. Your challenge this week is communication is key. So make sure that you're communicating clearly to yourself and also to others around you. And let's see what the advice is. Spiritual union. So I have a feeling this is definitely surrounding a personal relationship. I really feel that you maybe need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Look at how this card, how they have their third eyes are just kind of like sharing all this beautiful heart chakra green energy. That's where you need to have a heartfelt conversation with somebody around you, and it's going to be successful. So we will move on to the yes or no question for Leo. Think about it in your head, yes or no, for this week. The answer is yes, Leo. Okay. That's funny, Kyle. I'm glad. Okay, so moving on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Swimming around in dreamland. I get you. Let's see what is in store for you this week for April 20th for my Pisces. Ooh, these two cards popped out. We have Southwest Breeze, which is the best breeze to bring all the warmth and energy into, at least in the Great Lakes here in Chicago and in the Midwest. And everything's just smooth sailing. It's flat water, and all the warmth from the city goes out into the lake, and so it's beautifully warm. And then I also have pulled duck dive. So I feel like there might be something you need to, instead of being, what's that saying? So when you're surfing, you go underneath the wave. But pick your battles and win the war, not a little tiny battle. So I think that you might need to duck something this week. Let's see what your challenge is, Pisces. Okay, your dreams need a practical plan. So yes, I think that you need to get a little bit grounded, and anything that you're striving for this week, you really need to put a plan together, even if it's an outline or a schedule of putting yourself on a schedule this week. And I think by doing that, you're going to avoid any kind of problem or anything that's going to stall you into moving forward. So let's get some the advice. Wow. Okay. This is the card that popped out first. Patience and planning. Oh my, really? Listen, I love how in sync these cards are today. I love it. I sage them with white sage and then also with flat pine, which is really nice smelling. If you love anything forest, it puts you right there in that vortex of high vibe and energy. Okay, so moving on. All right, who is next? We have Capricorn. Got any Cappies in the house? You hardworking, Saturn-ruled, headstrong, father of time Capricorns. I love you. Okay, let's see. All right. What is in store for Capricorns this week of April 20th? Soon. Okay? Something's happening soon for you, which is pretty apparent since we're talking about the week. Just a weekly reading, right? So let's see what your challenge is, Capricorn. Capricorn, a new start is coming. So I feel like you've been feeling this is leading up to really a new beginning for you, and it's happening this week. Comment below. Whenever you watch this video this week, comment below. Let me know what this is. Let's see if we can get your advice for you. And then we have foundations and achievements. So yes, you are seeking some grounded energy and perhaps, you know, maybe you're moving a relationship to the next level, or you're moving locations, your house, or you are just moving into a better space in your mind where you're able to have a better outlook and a new beginning. Okay, so Capricorns, a yes or no question for you. I'm going to do the pendulum, so ask your question, yes or no. The answer is yes. Very cool. Very cool. Best of luck, Capricorn. Let me know what this is and how it resonates. All right, moving on. So we're moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpios. What's going on for Scorpios this week? After we get through the signs, we'll do some readings, Kyle. We'll do some clairvoyant playtime, okay? Okay, 2 cards popped out. We have Sunrise, so new beginning, new day, and stepping into this new positive energy. And then also we have Autopilot. So perhaps you need to just put things on autopilot and just trust that a new day is coming rather than forcing things. But before I read too much, let's see what your challenge card is for the week. Asha, yay, you made it. Kyle, Asha was here last Friday or 2 Fridays ago, and she missed it this past Friday, but we've been communicating, and she's here. So yes, don't let pride get in your way. So, all right, Scorpio, what I'm seeing with these cards is you just need to, instead of maybe going completely on autopilot, maybe check your ego a little bit and make sure that you're not overstepping boundaries of yourself or others. And let's get some advice. Oh, you're fine, Asha. I don't, what star sign are you? We're already halfway through, but we can always do some playtime after this. Okay, advice for Scorpios. We have power. So check this out. You have 2 Leos. You have the full moon in Leo, and you also have the power card and the strength. Okay, so you have the inner strength to persevere whatever it is you're doing. So I would just know that a new day is coming. And this week, you know, if you're on autopilot, just make sure that you're checking your ego a little bit, okay? So you're just not hurt. Okay, Libra. Oh, we did Libra was the first sign, but don't worry, we'll do something for you guys in a minute. Okay, so yes or no for my Scorpios. All right, ask a question, a general question, yes or no. The answer is a yes off the bat. Okay, Woo! Oh, Libra sun, Libra moon, and Gemini rising. What is up, air in the house? Wow. Kyle, do you know your rising and your moon sign? Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so moving on. We haven't done Gemini yet, so at least you'll get your rising sign in there, Asha. Okay, we're moving on to Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius, what do my Saggies need to know for this week? Kyle, you can go on Cafe Astrology for birth charts, and it's free, and then they'll tell you exactly what it is. Or you could just Google it anywhere, but I like that website, not promoting it, but okay. So for my Sagittarius, we have windward. So when you're windward, when you're sailing, you have the leeward and the windward side of the boat. The windward side is where all the wind is coming. So I feel like you have a lot of energy coming toward you right now. And yes, I did know you were a Taurus, but I'm interested to see if you want to share. You don't have to share. But Sagittarius, I feel like there's a lot of energy coming in toward you, and you're feeling maybe like there's a lot of things coming at you very quickly, and you're not getting a break. So let's see what your challenge is for this week, Sagittarius. Okay, step out of your comfort zone. So I feel like there's some new opportunities that are popping in, literally flying in the window, and you're scared to step out of your comfort zone in fear for whatever reason, maybe people around you, or, I mean, this is the time. I was thinking about this morning, Kyle and Asha, I was thinking about it this morning. This is the coolest time because like when I was on video, I was like, have I worn this dress in another video? And I'm thinking, this doesn't matter anymore. Nothing matters anymore because it's all about what really matters, not fashion or impressing people. It's more like just being yourself and using the resources you have. So Sagittarius, that's kind of like, what I'm getting is stepping out of your comfort zone. I was on a Zoom call on Friday night, Kyle, after I got off the line with you guys. And I showed my Second City family my 2 different colored socks. And I'm like, I don't care because I just don't care. Okay, so Sagittarius, transformation. This is awesome. So yes, we have a lot of things are coming at you quickly. You need to step out of your comfort zone because you're transforming into something, into a beautiful butterfly, whatever it is. And then you can ask any question you want. Just put it in your head right now. Close your eyes. And we'll do a general yes or no question for any advice. Okay. The answer is yes, Sagittarius. Okay? Yeah, Asha, I know. You feel the same way. You don't even care. Exactly. Accept me who I am. On Friday night, there were some things I was just like mispronouncing, and I couldn't keep the readings in line, and I had to keep asking like Kyle and Celeste in the chat. I'm like, who am I reading for next? And instead of like acting like I have it all together, I don't. It takes a village. It just takes like a community, right? So I'm there with you. I get that. Okay, so we have just a few more signs left, like 5. So we're halfway through. Gemini. Okay, Asha, your rising sign. So Kyle, since you don't know your rising sign is basically more of your personality and what you show out into the world. You're a Taurus, but your rising sign could be Leo, where you're like, I like to be on stage. Kind of like I'm a Leo rising, so I love doing video. Like this is so fun for me. And so Gemini is, so this is actually gonna resonate a little bit more than the sun sign. But you just kind of get what you need from each thing. So if you have like your sun, moon, or rising sign, you always want to read those 3 for any kind of predictions or any kind of astrology. Okay, so Gemini, what is in store for you this week? Ooh, safe harbor. Woo! This is awesome because when you're in a storm, you want a safe harbor to go to. You always have to have a safe harbor to go to. So you have that. Let's see what the challenge is for you this week. Oh, you love to act? That's awesome. Okay, so, and we have Gemini, luck is on your side. Full moon in Sagittarius. So this is happening quickly. See how the arrow's getting ready to pierce the moon? And just kind of like, and once this explodes, all the stars are just gonna fall out and you're gonna have all this amazing energy around you. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, I always resonate with my star sign too. Now, I don't forget my Aries, but my Leo, yes. Yes. Okay, let's see your overall advice for Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, we have the patience card. So what I'm gathering here is you're not sure this is coming, but if you can see in this card, she has a seed in her hand, and see how the seed is growing and germinating. You can't just plant a seed and expect it to grow overnight. You know, it has to, you wouldn't want that. Like something that Abraham Hicks always says is like, whenever you want to have all your manifestations, you wouldn't want to have all of your meals in one day because you couldn't eat them all, right? So it's all a process, trusting the process, and luck is on your side, Gemini. So an overall question, aside from this reading, just a general yes or no. I know we've all been patient. I get that. A general yes or no for my Geminis. Here we go. It's a no. Whatever it is, it's not serving you. So, Gemini, it's going to be okay because luck's on your side no matter what. So maybe get rid of the things around you that aren't serving you. You know, habits that you're forming in this quarantine process, things that are dulling your energy from keeping you in that high vibe. That's what I'm getting. Okay, moving on. Okay, we have Taurus. Kyle, are you here? Are you checking out are you doing your reading to see your sun, moon, or rising? You know, that's interesting. Okay, so I want to go play the lottery. I keep seeing a sequence of numbers, but I don't want to do it online and I don't want to go to the gas station. So I can't win if I don't play. So are you playing the lottery, Asha? Okay, Taurus. Woo-hoo! That's right. All right, Taurus. What is in store for Taurus this week? I'm so glad you guys are here because no matter what, I'd be doing these readings by myself, and it's just so fun to just have the interaction. So thank you. Head to wind. So we just had this card. So, or no, maybe we had this on Friday night. When you head to wind, say you're like coming out of the harbor on your boat. I'm a huge sailor, so everything's going to be sailing oriented or surfing or scuba diving. But in this case, it's sailing. When you come out of the harbor and you raise your sails, the only way to fill them is to point the bow into the wind, okay? But you don't want to be directly in the wind because then you're going to be flogging the sails, right? You want to just be off the wind. So then the wind can fill the sails. And so you have to head up. So you're just kind of like navigating right now, raising your sails. You're going to head up to wind. And so if you're working on a project or just moving forward in, more of a positive mind frame or anything that you've been working on, it's you just need to put some pedal to the metal and fill those sails a little bit, okay? And your challenge this week is a win-win is in the forecast. Woohoo! Yeah, Asha, I know. I'm like, I really need to go get a lotto ticket. And this is also a full moon in Libra as well. So things are going to balance. That's why whatever it is, it's going to be beneficial mutual relationship and for all parties involved. All right, Taurus, let's see. I'm seeing 333. Big time. Big time. Which is community, which is interesting because now I'm creating this community. So the advice card for my Taurus is spiritual strength. Okay. So spiritual strength, see how he's like holding everything up and he's like, I just don't know if I can do this. You can persevere because you now know a win-win is in the forecast, whatever choice you take. So just like put some energy into that project or whatever you're working on and it's going to manifest. All right, a general yes or no question for my Taurus. Here we go. The answer is no. Yes, 8 is financial stability. So if you guys know your chart, go look at your 8th house and see where your ruling planet is and see what planets are in there and see how you can use this energy right now. All right, moving on. Ooh, who has financial stability coming? All the 8s? 88, 808, 88. We have our Virgo. What's going on, Virgos? Let's see what your challenge, or see what's going on for you this week, your prediction, and then we will do the challenge and advice. Yes, Asha, I hear you. All right, my Virgos in the house. Head to wind. Again, the second time in a row. So this card is saying you need to, if you really just need to go back and listen to the last reading I did. But you need to fill your cells, point the bow into the wind and fill your cells and get moving. Tighten up the lines, get that precision so you have all of your tactics ready for whatever it is you're moving forward. It's time for you to stop sitting still. Same thing with the, and they're back to back. They're right next to each other in the zodiac. Well, not right next to each other, but the two earth signs. Okay, so the challenge for my Virgos this week is nothing is yet set in stone. So you may have been stalling and not doing anything and waiting for things to move forward, but you need to move them forward because you need to realize that you're going to have provisions along the way. And what I'm hearing is you've been trying to put all the provisions and everything in your boat all at once when you don't realize you're going to have provisions as you go onto your journey. That's why nothing's set in stone yet, because you haven't had the faith and trust in yourself to know that if you just take one step, then the next step is going to unveil itself. Okay, so then for your advice, we have new beginnings, love begins. So as soon as you take the step forward, Virgo, you're going to have this beautiful, emotional, loving, fulfilling, brand new start. And it all starts with yourself. So an overall question for my Virgos. I haven't done May yet. I'm just doing weekly. But since when we finish with this, look at the clock. If you have military time, which I do, it's 13:33. What's up? 3s are all around me right now. Okay, yes or no for my Virgos. Virgos, pick a random yes or no question, and here is your answer for the week. The answer is yes. So yes, it's confirming you need to head up into the wind, point your bow into the wind, get some more momentum. Know that nothing's set in stone. So just by taking the first step isn't going to do anything harmful for you. It's actually going to be benefit because you're going to have love that begins. All right, we have 2 more. Oh, 3 is a holy number. Yes. Okay, we have 2 more. We have Cancers. Do we have any little crabbies in the house? Love me my Cancers. Okay. What is the prediction for Cancers this week? 5 to 10 knots. So you're kind of going at a snail pace. You're at a snail pace right now. Let's see what your challenge is. Your crush is a Cancer? Ooh. So they're just chilling. So we talked about the wind. This is just basically when there's not a lot of wind and you're just kind of like hanging out on the water. Maybe catch a breeze here and there. Just chilling, like in a hammock. So Cancers, have faith in your dreams. That's your challenge for this week. You need to have faith in your dreams. The things are going to start picking up speed. But it's cool if you're in this space of just chilling and, really just enjoying this pause. A lot of people are anxious because they're not enjoying the gift that this is bringing and the pause. And your advice, Cancers, this week is the crown chakra. So I think you intuitively know your dreams are going to come true and the projects you're working on are going to be fruitful. But I think you're being a little stressful on yourself because it's not coming around quickly. But you know it's going to happen. Everything in divine timing, literally something that's meant for you, Cancers, will not pass you by. It literally will not pass you by. You are always in the right place at the right time, and trust that the universe always has your back. And then we will do the yes or no question for you. You pulled a card for May's energy. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Kyle, do that for us. Okay. Yes or no for my, what am I on? My Cancers, sorry. See, takes a village. Okay, Cancers, close your eyes and think about a general yes or no question for this week. The answer is yes. Whatever you asked is yes. So go make it happen. Listen to your intuition. It's going to point you in the right direction that you need to go. Okay, my last one is Aquarius. What's going on? Little water bears, which is actually an air sign. People always confuse that. Okay. Ooh, we're going to have some fun. After this last sign, we'll have some fun. Okay, golden hour. Woo! Golden hour is literally the hour before the sun completely sets, and this is where you have like your sundowner cocktails, and the lighting is perfect and everyone looks beautifully tan and sun-kissed, and everyone's just like so happy, just chilling, watching the sunset and being on the water or the beach. And it's literally right before the sun goes down, and the sky is the most beautiful. So this is right where you are, Aquarius. So you're feeling pretty good this week. That's awesome. So let's see what your challenge is for this. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So this is great. It goes hand in hand with the golden hour, because when the sun's setting, the day is ending. And anything that needs challenges, you end it with the golden hour, but tomorrow's a brand new day. So if you've been in any kind of tough cycle, this is coming to an end this week, and there's a brand new fresh start for you. And the advice for my Aquarius is intuition. So you intuitively know what this is. You already know, and you're keeping your cards close to your chest, which is okay. But just know that whatever you've been manifesting, this is the High Priestess in the tarot, the intuition card. So whatever you've been manifesting, you're a master at it. So it's going to unfold for you. So in the meantime, and the golden hour may have already started over the weekend and into this week. So that's the overall energy for the week. So the advice is just trust your intuition. Just know that if things start to rear their head again, that it's going to smooth over and be okay. We'll do a general yes or no question for you, my Aquarius, for the week. All right, close your eyes and think of a question you want to know. The answer is yes, whatever it is. It's not a strong yes, but it's a yes. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Kyle, your birthday's coming up. Yeah, and today is the day that the sun just went into Taurus. So happy birthday, Taurus. What's going on? We are in Taurus season. Things are going to have a little bit more stability now. Woo! Aries season was like a lot. It was a lot. Okay, so let's have some fun with my people in the chat room. Oh, okay, let me see what's going on. Oh, Asha, you're worried about finances. It's coming. It's coming. Ooh, May holds energy of the Hierophant, which is spiritual stability. And also could be some marriages or some proposals. All right, let's see. What do I want to do? What do we want to do? I mean, I don't want to totally go into May's energy since this is a weekly, but how about I pull a card for both you for May, since you are here in the chat room chilling with me on this beautiful Sunday. All right. All right, Kyle, I'm going to pull a card for you for May, even though, I mean, guys, don't be so impatient. We have 2 more weeks left of April. How about this? I will pull a card for the rest of April for you, Kyle. Your card is Spirit of Place. So I don't know if you can see that. So this is actually very much in line with the Hierophant. So you're already stepping into this energy and going into the Hierophant energy into May. And this card is basically like, it's very intuitive. It's, you know, the spiritual understanding. See how she's surrounded by her third eye and her crown chakra with leaves, and I think just flowers or just leaves. Yes. Yes, yes. I hope so too. Okay, Asha, I'm energy, and I'll pull a supporting card for that. All right, Asha. We have movement. So things are moving forward for you. So financially, you're worried about it. You're going to have financial success based on Kyle's intuition with the Hierophant energy in May. So just hold on for the next couple weeks. And it's okay if you're at a pause. Think about it like this when you're manifesting. If you are manifesting and you keep like, okay, when you go to a restaurant, you're like, I would like a filet mignon or something like that. You just trust after you put your order in, you trust it's coming. You don't follow the waiter around and tap him on the back. Remember, I want that filet mignon. Do you remember I ordered the filet mignon? You don't go into the kitchen and tap the chef on the back and be like, hey, do you remember that are you cooking my filet mignon? You just know it's coming. And then it happens, right? The same thing with manifestation. So just relax a little bit. It's going to happen. I love that emoji with the dollar signs in the eyes. That's awesome. Is that like money coming out of the mouth too? Yeah, just change your mindset to be positive. And you know, the thing about positivity too is people think that it's like can come off as being ingenuine because like, oh, I'm so positive. But it's more on just redirecting your thoughts from going south, right? So you just constantly tweak. It's like a yoga pose. You're constantly tweaking. You're never frozen. Because if you did a yoga pose and you weren't constantly tweaking all your muscles and trying to figure everything out and breathing, you would be frozen. Yeah. Sonam, hello, welcome. How are you? Where are you from? What time is it where you are? At the back of the deck is six of swords. So moving on, sailing onto smoother waters and leaving literally like whatever was stressing you, leaving it behind and sailing forward and taking only what you need. Okay, I'm gonna pull I'll pull a backup card to the Hierophant energy for May. Yes, I know. Welcome. Meet Asha and Kyle. They are regulars in the house. Okay. Vulnerability is the backup card to the Hierophant card. So what it says is open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. So this kind of goes along with what I was saying leading up to May with the Hierophant is by letting the manifestation happen and just being at peace and being vulnerable, saying, I know it's going to happen. I have the trust. That's right, Asha. You're from Jersey. That's awesome. Where in India? What is the area that you live in known for? Good. Good. And then Kyle, to back up the Six of Swords, I'll pull a backup card too for that. I'll use my tarot. Yeah, it is so far away. What time is it there? That's why I decided to do Sundays at this time, because I wanted to be able to have other people from around the world chime in, because people were commenting and saying that they're missing out. So I thought I'd just try this. So this is what I got to back up the Six of Swords, sailing on the smoother waters. Things are balancing out and having a little bit more of direction with the Queen of Swords in the mind of like, okay, I know this is going to happen, and having that confidence and knowing that things will balance out. What do you think about that, Kyle? Okay, Asha, I'm not sure how much longer we'll be on. We've already been on for almost a little under an hour. So if we're not here, we still love you. All right. So Sanam, would you like me to pull a card for you? Do a quick little reading? If so, just say yes in the chat. Let me know your sun sign if you know it, because it's fun to know who's coming in and playing. Kyle, I'll pull a card for you. I don't know if I have all my decks over here. I don't. I'll use this deck. Melanie Williams? No. Who is she? Okay, I'm going to pull a card for you for this week. Card for Kyle this week. Don't let your past hold you back, Kyle. The South Node is what pulls you down. Oh wait, maybe it's opposite. I think South Node is different from North Node. But you don't let your past hold you back. I don't know if that resonates. Sure. Sanam, yeah, ask a question. Tarot reader Indigo Tarot Odyssey? Okay. Ooh, I like that. Indigo Tarot, that sounds cool. That is all about the crown chakra and all the chakras above on top of it. Oh, good. I love that. Confirmation of readings is really just key. Okay, I'll check her out. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I typically listen to Abraham Hicks, which I've mentioned her a lot. And then also Joe Dispenza is good too. Okay. You want to become an actress when you get a chance in the acting field. Okay. So I'll try to pull some cards for timing. Timing is really tricky because it's not linear. It goes like this. Okay. So we'll see if I'll pull a card and see if we'll say anything for you. The Magician card typically is a month. So that's actually really good. You're manifesting it. See how he has his staff and he's literally like accessing all the information and it's coming down and he's turning metal into, he's an alchemist. Yeah, Kyle, go for it. Interested to see what you get. Sanam, I think that you're definitely on the right path. Whatever you're doing, you're manifesting it. So just keep moving forward. For sure. Oh, you're saying you're hoping that she becomes an actor. Yes. Me too. You know, and what does acting mean to you, Sanam? Is that being on the big screen? Is it being a YouTube video creator? Is it being an Instagram? You need to define that. So I don't know if Asha's coming back. So I'm going to wrap this up with just a card for us today of what we need with the collective consciousness and all of us in here participating. Thank you so much for your energy. It's pretty awesome. I will do 2 cards. I will do my Beach Balance Life cards. Dearie. Cool. Oh my God. Are you auditioning right now? Okay. Kyle, let's see. Will work be good for you? Let's see what we need to know about your job situation. Okay, these cards are kind of like popping. Okay. So mooring card popped out. So mooring is when you have your boat moored, you know, in the harbor. So it's constant. It's there. It's afloat. It's safe. Then we have choose a new direction. So, you know, this isn't probably the best time to look for other jobs, but at the same time, maybe just choose a direction of your thoughts to make sure that you're manifesting stability and being tightly, your boat being secured to that mooring ball that's in the harbor. It's like an anchor keeping the boat there. And then I also have the Gemini card popped out. So Gemini card 2 is like you have the Geminis are the twins. You have evil twin and then the good twin. So this could be battling in your brain of, you know, letting worry. So I feel like maybe you're worrying and I would choose a new direction in your thoughts. Let's see. I'll pull a card to clarify that to see if there's any additional messages. So it says, ask your angels. So I would just ask your angels, you know, are you on the right path? If you're not, if they can help guide you to the new path. But I do think that financially and your job is secure because it's safely in the harbor. So I don't think you have to worry about that. I just think maybe it's a job that's maybe not satisfying your mind. Not the first to tell you to worry. Yeah. You'll be fine. Remember, trust the universe has your back. I mean, you just have to trust. It's blind trust for a reason. It's, you know, and it's not something you just gain every day. You have to work at it every day, every minute. Okay, so I'm going to pull an overall card for all of us hitting here in the chat since you guys are so awesome. Any other additional messages we need to know for this week for April 20th through April 26th? The sales are full. You guys, we've got this. Can't really read it. It's in yellow. We got this. This is awesome. We are all in the right spot. The wind has picked up. We are moving forward. And I will pull an additional backup card for that. So things are moving up into the stars and grasping that light and all the darkness that's surrounding her. So we have a lot of positive energy surrounding us this week. We're protected by our angels and our guides. So I really feel that this is going to be a good week for everybody. I hope everyone chimes in and lets us know. And you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. And Kyle, I'm totally going to check out Melanie. Asha never came back, but she knows where to find us. Sanam, come in and chime in on Friday night. I guess it's like, I don't know what time it'd be in India, but it's 7 o'clock in the middle of the United States. So I do more personal readings there. And you came in late, but we went through all the sun signs for the week. So